Bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage as your future vibes. Bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage as your future vibes.
Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far, and I hope the weather is as beautiful by you as it is here by me. I'm out of breath. 1 minute to the countdown and I have to go to the bathroom, so I ran back. So I'm a little out of breath. But anyway, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be finishing up our memory bear project. But I say finishing up, but it's not really true. We're going to be finishing up this bear. We still have quite a few more bears to make. And we're going to start those again after the first of the year. So this will be the last video, hopefully the last video for this project for this year. But we're going to be back again next year because we're going to be making a bunch more of these. So if you've missed it, you want to see a different bear being made, don't worry. We're going to be doing that as well. And of course, you can see I'm also joined by Ivy. Good morning, Ivy. She saw me running down the hallway and thought I had a treat. So she came running with me. That's all right, though. Anyway, so that is what we're going to be doing today. So it's going to be kind of a low-key day. I don't think we're going to get to at least any machine sewing for sure. I think we're going to just be doing a little bit of hand sewing. It has been a really long time since I've stuffed a bear. So as you can see, I do have my poly batting over here, and that is what we're going to be using to stuff this bear with. It might take me the whole 2 hours to stuff this bear. Who knows? I did grab a pair of long needle nose pliers from Mr. Wizard, so that we can really get in there if we need to. I'm hoping not to use those if we can manage it, just because I don't want to damage anything. And unfortunately, they are metal. They're not plastic. So I'm a little worried that we're going to go through the stitching or something. I'll get a little aggressive and go right through the foot or something. So that's why I'm a little hesitant to do that. But that is what we're going to be doing today. Couple of quick announcements really fast. Tomorrow we will have a members only live stream. Yes, tomorrow we will have a members only live stream. I don't have the thumbnail set up for that yet. I plan to do that just before this live stream. Then I had to go to the bathroom and, the whole thing. So I will make sure to have that set up before the end of the day. So members, you will see that before the end of the day today. But we will meet tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be just kind of miscellaneous work in progress stuff. But we're also going to be talking about some upcoming projects that are going to be coming up for members only for the next year. So it's going to be really exciting. So if you guys are interested in joining in on that elite crew, you can click the button down below that says join, or there should be another icon down there somewhere that's a $sign inside of a square. Click on that and then click on the button that says memberships. For as little, I think, as $2.99 a month, you can be a member of that. And all of the money that you pay for that specific exclusivity goes back into projects here on the channel. So again, I'm still a little out of breath. Oh, good. I've got her like completely on camera now. That is adorable. I really aimed that one just well. Linda, that is true. Yeah, I could cover the pliers with something so that I don't go through them, like some tape or something. I never even thought about that. So we'll have to see how things go. Maybe I'll have to have Mr. Wizard bring me some painter's tape or something. We'll see. We'll get into it and we'll see how things go. I'm actually hoping to not have to use them at all, but I think I'm going to need to, at least to get to the feet, because the feet are so far away. So we'll have to see. What else was I going to tell you guys about? So members only is tomorrow. This afternoon, I will be joining Katie over on her channel for our Peace of Mind Mending Pieces live stream. We were supposed to do it last weekend, but unfortunately she fell ill kind of at the last minute. So we had to reschedule for this weekend, which is totally fine by me. I'm perfectly okay with that. And so we're going to be doing that this afternoon, 3:30 p.m. Central Time. At least that's what time I have to be there. I'm not sure what time it is for Eastern because I'm terrible with time zones. So make sure you check that out. You can go over, you can do !Katie, that's Katy in chat. It'll give you a link to her channel and you can go over there and check it out. She's got a thumbnail set up for that already. But it's a great conversation. It's more a conversation geared towards mental health and well-being and things like that. But we also, we of course work on some whips and UFOs. I will probably be doing a binding project. I'll either be doing a binding project or I will be cutting fabric. I have some fabric that I need to cut up for our next week's project. Next week is our Norfolk project where we're going to be finishing up our Norfolk quilt. We're going to actually be putting all the pieces together. That one will likely roll over to the next Monday, so that one will likely be a 2-day stream, but we'll see how that goes. So lots of things coming up here on the channel. We've got a bunch of new stuff coming in, a bunch of old stuff that we're finishing up, so lots of exciting things happening here. So make sure, if you guys are not already, please consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified when we go live. I know YouTube doesn't always do that, but I try to do it as much as I can. Brett says, wow, there is a difference between my phone and laptop. Well, one may be newer than the other. I'm not sure. Fern says, for once, my phone and TV are together. Oh, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. But anyway, so those are a couple of things that are going to be happening here on the channel soon. I'm trying to think of what else. Of course, Thanksgiving is this week. I can't believe it. Can you guys believe Thanksgiving is here already? Like, I swear it was just June. Like, I'm pretty sure yesterday was June. At least that's kind of what it feels like. So I can't believe it. Next week is Thanksgiving, and then Christmas is going to be here before you know it. Somebody said something about there's only 3 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's just crazy. So things are going to go a little bit crazy. I'm actually considering doing a live stream on Black Friday. I kind of have an idea of something I want to do. We'll see if I end up doing it or not. I haven't really decided. So make sure you have those notification bells on because if I do go live, it'll notify you that I'm there. So that'll be fun. Otherwise, we will do... I have something on my calendar for Saturday. I don't know what that is. I don't think that's anything here on this channel. But otherwise, we'll have the Norfolk quilt on Sunday. 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Terry. I'm terrible with that kind of crap. I am absolutely terrible with it. Just terrible. So, anyway, let me hop into chat. Say hello to everybody there. Welcome all of our friends. If you are new to the channel and you are a new subscriber to the channel, please at least say hello in chat just this once so that I can say hello to you and welcome you. Otherwise, you don't have to participate in chat at all. I just like to say hello to, especially to, I mean, I love to say hello to everybody, but I really love to say hello to our new subscribers and new visitors. Because I just, you know, I love making new friends, especially here on this channel. I think it's amazing. You know, I'm kind of biased in thinking that our community is one of the better ones. But I just love making new friends, and so I love being able to acknowledge that you are here and that you're joining us. And I love being able to say hello to you. So if you are new, please at least say hi on the channel, in chat real quick so I can say hello to you. And then I promise I won't bother you anymore. But anyway, let me pop into chat. And I always give a very special shout out to the very first person in chat. And it's usually pretty much the same people because they get there really early, but I still love to give them a special shout out. Anyway, this morning it was Brett46. So good morning, Brett46. Thank you so much for joining us. She was here at 6:30 this morning. My goodness. The live stream doesn't even start till 10:30, girl. Go get some more sleep. But either way, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Linda Denton was the second person in chat, and she was just 10 minutes later than Brett46. So thank you again, Linda, so much for being the second person in chat. Carrie Leonard is also here with us this morning. Good morning, Carrie. Thank you so much for being here. Sandra K is also here. Good morning, Sandra. Sandra has been an invaluable resource for me for this particular project because she's made so many of these herself. So she's been able to give me some tips and some tricks and some great new tools that we've used along the way with this project. So thank you so much, Sandra, for being here and for helping me with this. I truly appreciate it. And just thank you for being a member of the channel too as well. Or subscriber of the channel as well. I really appreciate that also. All right, so Judy is also here this morning. Good morning, Judy. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you're well. Naomi is also here. Good morning. Happy Sunday morning, Naomi. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Of course, I'm there. Hi. Let's see who else is joining us this morning. I'm still scrolling through chat. Fern King is also here. Thanks, Fern King, for being a member of the channel. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to chat with you some more tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. Welcome to the channel and back again. Let's see. Sandra, Carrie Leonard, Brett46, Fern, Judy, Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. Dawn said she was going to be putting us up on the big screen, so she was going to be in chat, but that's okay, Dawn. I still see you. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I really appreciate it. If you guys are not already a member of Dawn's channel or a subscriber of Dawn's channel, please go over there and check her out. She's got some amazing things. She's really active on Instagram, especially. I am terrible at Instagram, but she is really great at it. So make sure you guys go check her out. You can do !Dawn in chat. She also has a blog that she still does. So I believe that !Dawn command actually gives both of them. So it's really exciting. So thanks so much for being here, Dawn. I appreciate you being here this morning. Let's see. Terry's... Oh my goodness. Terry is also here. Good morning, Terry. Thank you so much for being here. Terry is one of our moderators. You guys know, if you've been around the channel for a while, I have 3 amazing moderators. And they each bring something different to the table, which each brings something different into the channel, which just makes things so amazing. And they really do a fantastic job. And I really couldn't do this without them. So thank you guys so much for being a moderator. Terry, of course, is one of them. Kathy, who was also here, I saw her in chat as well. Kathy is also here. And I haven't seen Lucas pop in yet. Lucas is my guru, my computer guru guy. He does all of my my tech stuff. So my thumbnails and the giveaways, and he does all that stuff for me. So I really appreciate him taking some time out. I know he's a real busy guy. He's on call a lot for his job, so he's has not been able to be as active on the channel as he used to be. But he is still here. He is still helping out with things, behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I really appreciate him hanging out with us as well. So thank you to all 3 of you guys so very, very much for helping me out. I try to thank you as much as I possibly can. Because I know you guys are doing it for free. You're not being paid to do this. You're just doing it because you love it. And I love you guys for it. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Maybe someday I'll be able to pay you for it. Who knows? Maybe someday. But either way, Terry is here with us this morning. Good morning. Kathy, see, there it is. There's Kathy. I knew I saw her somewhere. So both of those ladies have their own channels as well. So please make sure you go over there and give them a subscribe if you can. It's !Terry. That's TERIE. And then !Kathy in chat. Make sure you hit up both of those ladies. They do amazing jobs on their own channels and their own communities. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of them. So thank you so much for those. All right. So who else is here with us this morning? Let's check it out. Susan, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you also for being a member of the channel. I truly appreciate it. Susan brings this amazing wealth of knowledge to the community and to the membership channel, and she's always so bright and cheerful, and I love her for it. And so I like to feed off that energy from her. It's just amazing. So thank you again, Susan, so much for being a part of this community and a member of the channel as well. And also just for being here this morning. Thank you. All right. So who else is here with us this morning? I'm scrolling through. Streamlabs is just going crazy. You guys are having so much fun. I love it. Mary, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you again this morning. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, who else have we got? Oh my goodness, so many in chat today. So many in chat this morning. Still going through, my goodness. Mona, good morning. My goodness, I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Make sure you guys go check out Mona's channel over there. She is so much more experienced with computer stuff than I am. Like her chat, the way she has everything set up on her screen is just, girl, I live to be you. Like, I want to learn how to do things like you do them. So she does an amazing job. She always has some incredible talent over on her channel, some amazing guests. So make sure you guys go check her out as well. You can do !Mona in chat. I have a lot of fun watching her channel. I don't get to catch it live as often as I'd like, but I do try to catch the replays as much as I can. So make sure you guys go check her out. Thank you, Mona, so much for being here this morning. We really appreciate you joining us. Good morning. Okay, who else is here? Lana, good morning. Lana's a newer member of the channel. She's been hanging out with us last few weeks, and it has been so great to meet you, Lana, and hang out with you and get to know you better. We're so grateful that you're here, so thank you so much for joining us again this morning. Joyce Hernandez is also here. Joyce is one of our OGs, but I love hanging out with her. So good morning, Joyce. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much. I think I've gotten through everybody in chat. I feel like I've missed people because of this new chat format that we have here. So if I did miss you, I am so sorry. Please say hello to me one more time in chat. Just for me, one more time. But this time I need you to tag me in it so that it highlights on the screen for me. To do that, you do the @ symbol, that's the A with the circle around it, and then just type in "so not an expert," all is one word, and then say hi one more time. And what that does is it highlights it on the screen for me, so hopefully this time I can't miss it. And I am going to be forward facing for the majority of the day today, so I should be a little bit better about being in chat, but you guys know I also keep it on my phone here. Because I do try to pay attention as much as I can, because that's why you're here, right? You're here to talk with me. You're here to hang out with me. Of course, you're probably here to help me do something as well, but you're here to hang out. And so it's important to me that I make sure to pay attention to that as much as I can. So if I miss something, if it's something really important and I've missed it 1 or 2 times already in chat, please get a hold of one of my moderators. They know how to find other ways to get a hold of me and other ways to catch my attention so that I can make sure to get back to you. So I really do apologize if I've missed something. And of course, if you're watching this afterwards, maybe you can't catch a live stream for whatever reason, you can of course leave a comment down below if you're okay with that. But if it's something more personal and you want to just chat with me, that's okay too. Just send me an email. My email address is at the bottom of every single one of my video descriptions. You can send me an email there, or you can DM me on Instagram or Facebook. I do try to answer those as quick as I can. So I'm here to help. I'm here to hopefully listen and hang out with you because I consider you a friend. Every single one of my subscribers is a friend, whether I've been able to talk to you or not. And that's just kind of the way I run my channel here. So I appreciate you guys being out here with me, hanging out with me, so finishing up this project with me. I'm going to take a sip of this because my mouth is getting dry from all this chatting. So give me just a second here. Oh, that's sweet. Wow. Woo. I love the clearly Canadian sodas, sparkling sodas, but they can be sweet. Woo. This one's a little sweet today. I wasn't quite ready for it. So today, like I mentioned before, we're going to be finishing up on our Memory Bear project. Now, for those of you who have been watching this project for a while, you know what this is. You know what it means to me. For those of you... Did you see the finished turkey? Yes, Fern, I did see the finished turkey. You posted it on our Facebook group. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I loved it. I think your family's going to absolutely love it on your Thanksgiving table this year. It's going to be amazing. So this is a Memory Bear. Hi, baby. You guys know what she wants. All right, fine. She's going to distract me because she's just so stinking cute. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is one of my 3 puppies, Ivy. She's very treat motivated, and so she knows that I have the secret container of treats in here. So that's why she comes in here every time I'm in here. Can you sit down? Can you take it nice? Good girl. So that's why she likes to come in here, because she knows I have treats. She's very treat motivated. But that's why we have the puppy cam here set up, so that as my puppies come and go, I even have a cat that comes in every once in a while. But that's what this video screen right here is for those of you who are new to the channel. I will actually have a new frame for this. Like right now you can see the like purple and green and black thing that's like spinning around in there. I actually have a new frame for that. So I'm really excited to put that up there. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet. Hi Marie, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Gosh, I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you're well. Having a great time. Enjoying love and life. So anyway, so we are going to be working on this Memory Bear. This Memory Bear is in honor of my dad who passed away a few years ago. We started this bear on April 20th of this year because that was the anniversary of his passing. This is made from one of his flannel shirts. I have quite a few of them over in a drawer over there. So we're going to be making quite a few more of them, but this is the first one. First one's always the hardest, right? And this one I used a flannel that I wasn't necessarily as connected to as some of the other ones, just because in case I screwed it up, it wasn't as bad. So we started out on April 20th, and now we are going to finish this bear, hopefully today. And yesterday was actually my dad's birthday. So I thought that was really kind of fitting. And that's actually why I pushed this one off a little bit further. Because I felt like that was connecting it to him a little bit more. So yesterday would have been my dad's birthday. Not today, of course, but yesterday. So it was kind of nostalgic for me a little bit. So I thought that was fitting. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We are finished putting him together. He's all sewn up and ready to go. It's just a matter of actually putting some stuffing in him now, which in hindsight, and I didn't say to do so on the directions, but I kind of feel like we probably should have been stuffing him as we went, because I feel like that would have made things a little bit easier. But I also followed the directions because I figure that's probably the best way to go with these things. And so he is made to sit. So he's got like a wider bottom here. So he's actually made to sit. He's not made to stand. And he's about 14 inches from tips of his toes to the top of his head. He's about 14 inches. He's got these cute little arms, cute little ears. The ears do not get stuffed. They stay the way they are, but everything else will get stuffed. He has a nose. I did have part of the pattern for his nose, but I decided not to put a nose on him. On this one specifically, since it's my first one. I think the next time we make one, I want to try and do a collar with one of the sleeve cuffs. So I want to try to do a collar with that. And then maybe some buttons down the front. We'll have to wait and see. So I want each one to be a little bit different. If we can do that. But I also don't want to give myself too much stress. So this first one, we followed the pattern. We followed the directions as closely as we could. And we went from there. So that's what we're going to be doing today. What is everybody else doing? I saw Sandra, I think it was doing some cross stitching. So that sounds like it's going to be fun. I thought I saw somebody else working on something, but now you'll have to forgive me because I don't remember what they said. Yeah, I don't remember now. Hi, baby. I see you again. Apparently, Mommy nailed the camera angle this morning. My puppy cam right now, it's not permanently affixed. It's just kind of like floating on the desk. So I have to keep like angling it back to where I want it. And I must have just really nailed the angle today. That or she's actually being cooperative because normally she avoids the camera. So you guys get to see her. So this is my big old bag of polyfill. It's a big old bag. I grabbed that up for another reason. Mary says she's unpicking a block right now. Ooh, Mary, I'm sorry to hear that. Ooh, that doesn't sound like fun at all. That really does not sound like fun. All right, so we've got this little hole in the back here. And again, I haven't done this in a really long time, so I'm not really sure how to do it. So I'm thinking that those this might work. We'll see. So I'm gonna go. I don't know if this is the right way to do this or not, but I got little puffs of it, and I'm gonna get it all the way down to the bottom. And I don't want them to be too firm. I want them to kind of be a little bit soft and squishy. So we're just going to take little pieces at a time and get it all the way down there. Joyce Hernandez says she's working on a jelly roll quilt. What kind of jelly roll quilt, Joyce? What kind? There's lots of them out there. Fern says my living room floor is laid, so now to dust and put things back. So much cat fur. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. All right, so I think one more for this foot here. I just hope this is enough batting. I mean, it should be enough batting. It looks like it's going to be enough batting, but we'll see. This thing was vacuum sealed when I got it. Oh my gosh, it was so flat. And so all I did was cut it open. I was like, poof, it just grew. I let it grow for a couple of days just to make sure it was completely filled. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, a little bit more. So I have no idea how long this is going to take me. My goal is to have this done in the next 2 hours, but we'll have to wait and see. There we go. That's better. There, we got a foot. We got a foot. Hair scrunchies. Ooh, Terry, I love making those with some scrap fabrics that I have. I like making them for Christmas and things and Halloween. And then I bring them in for all the, because I don't really work with a lot of women. I work with mostly men. And so I bring them in, and it's younger guys. So they like to give them to their girlfriends. I like to bring them in, and they take them and give them to their girlfriends. And now I'm holding Nala. That's okay, right? That's all right. Go. So right now I'm working on his right leg, question mark, I say. Let's getting some stuffing in there. I don't want to make it too firm, but I don't want to make it too... Does that make any sense? So just trying to stuff it in there. Yeah, that feels pretty good, actually. That feels pretty good. It's still squishy, but it's got a little bit of firmness to it. Joyce is like, I'm not sure what I'm making. I just sewed 2 jelly rolls together. Sounds like you're doing a jelly roll race there, Joyce. That sounds awesome. Those are so much fun to make. There's so many different varieties that you can choose from with regards to that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So we're starting on... We've started our leaf project, which maybe that's what that is on Friday. Yeah, I bet that's what that is on Friday. Is I was going to be doing our, we were going to be working on our, what is the name of it? Swirling Leaves project that we started a couple weeks ago. We're going to be working on that one on Thursday evenings, once a month. That's probably what that was about. Danny, you could stuff the limbs as you get them done. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Terry, as I was putting this together today. As I was pulling this out today, I was thinking, you know, I probably could have done the limbs as I was doing this, and that might have made it a little bit easier. But honestly, it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like, I really thought I was going to struggle to get down here into the foot, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually going pretty well. I was expecting it to be a little bit more difficult than it really is. So I've got a nice, pretty firm texture here. Oh. But yeah, so that's all we're going to be doing today is stuffing this bear and sewing them up together. If it really comes down to it and we finish super early, then maybe I'll pull out a cross stitch or something. We can work on that. But that's the plan for today, is to just stuff this bear. Terry, can you do me a huge favor? And I know I've asked you this like 5,000 times, and I know you've sent it to me 5,000 times. And I might have even saved it, and I just don't have it right this second. But I'm looking for the name of the stabilizer that you used for t-shirt quilts. Because that's what I used for this fabric, as I used that stabilizer. The same stabilizer that I used for my t-shirt quilt, I used that. So I'm obviously going to need to buy more of it, because I just used whatever scraps I had left over. And so if you wouldn't mind, because I know you said it was inexpensive, you could buy it pretty much in bulk or in large cuts. If you wouldn't mind shooting me an email real quick and let me know what that is, I'd really appreciate it. Patty, welcome back. Quilted jacket. Oh, Judy, I can't wait to see that. That sounds like so much fun. If you're willing to post a picture on our Facebook group, that would be amazing. Terry says, I still have to cut the fabric for the frame pinwheels. Maybe tomorrow night. Yeah, no, it's no problem. Yeah. Welcome back, Patty. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing with your snipping? Are you still snipping away, or were you able to finish that? We're stuffing a bear. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. We're stuffing a bear. He's got legs now. He's got 2 legs now. Pretty firm, and I put that in the wrong place. I wanted to put that over here. Good morning, Lucas. Welcome back to the channel. Lucas is in the house. Good evening. Good morning, I guess. Not good evening. Good morning. Welcome back. I would not hit that top button, dude. You're going to make yourself upset. I would not check your rating. I wouldn't do it. You're going to make yourself upset. Patty Patty says, I'm 1 away from being done cutting. Oh, well, that's awesome, Patty. That's really awesome. And then you get to wash them, which, in my opinion, you got to be careful. Joyce Hernandez, thank you so much for that tip in chat. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. She gave us a super chat. Hearts in chat for Joyce, please. Hearts in chat for Joyce. Thanks so much for that. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Joyce Hernandez, thank you for that super chat. That was very, very kind of you. Very generous. I appreciate that. All right, so now we're going to be working on the bottom here, but I don't want to get too much into the bottom. I actually want to start on his arms first, because I want to get the limbs done first, because I think that's how you're supposed to do this. Get the limbs done, then the body. Lucas says, that just fuels my fire. Well, you got quite a bit of, you're quite a bit behind there, buddy. You got a lot to catch up on. But thank you guys so much for that. And Joyce Hernandez, thank you again so much for that super chat. I really appreciate that. That's so kind of you. All right. Just kind of refluffing it a little bit, trying to pull it apart a little bit. And then I'm going to stuff it into the arms over here. If I can get into them. There we go. Into his hands. There we go. There we go. Joyce, Terry, I think I just got your email, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Because I am going to need to get some more before we start on these projects again next year. And of course I'm going to need more polyfill too, because I can't imagine. I'm sure that this is going to be just enough for this one bear. We'll see. Joyce, good evening. Good morning. I don't know why I keep saying good evening. Good morning, Joyce. Thank you so much for being here. This is not Joyce Hernandez. This is the other Joyce in our channel. We have lots of Joyces in our channel. It's amazing. Lucas says, Terry, you have to slow down. Too funny. Too funny. All right. There's his arm. So now we got a hand. So we've got 2 legs and a hand. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is so satisfying. I don't know why this is so satisfying, but knowing that we've spent all of these months putting this together, and the emotional roller coaster that I went through, not just in front of the camera, but off camera too, working with this particular fabric, because it is my dad's. Knowing that I've got a bunch more to do, you know, just... It is a tight race right now for the thimbles, that is true. But knowing that, you know, we have this, that I've been working on this, and the amount of support that you guys have given me with this, and the tips and tricks that y'all have provided me with, have just been insurmountable, and I truly appreciate everything that you guys have done to help me work through this. Go. Arm is done. Now we've got an arm. It's a little, there we go. That's better. There we go, that's better. So we got an arm. So we got 2 legs and an arm. Fern King says, I wish I had saved my dad's shirts. You know, Fern, I wouldn't, I'm really glad that I thought to do this. I am truly grateful that I thought to do this. You know, everything was still kind of raw. We went over by my stepmom's house about, a month after my dad passed. It was pretty soon after he had passed when she said, come on over and get what you want. So I wasn't really in the right mindset, but I'm so grateful that I had enough thought to just grab them just because. At first I was like, I will make pillows with them, or, you know, and I still could. I could still make a couple of pillows with them. Who knows? But right now, I'm just really grateful that I did remember to grab them. And I also have a couple of, at least one, maybe two, of muumuus for my grandma, because I'd really like to make one from that as well. When my grandma passed, I grabbed her sweater. She had a white sweater that she wore all the time. I grabbed that, and I grabbed one of her a couple of her muumuus. Yeah, no, Fern, I can understand that. And you know what, Fern, you could still make one in a shirt that you think he would have liked to have worn. Like something that, you know, like you could go over to a Goodwill and look at the shirts and stuff there and find one that you think reminds you of him or reminded you of him. And it may not be the one that he wore, the one he owned, but it would still, I mean, the whole point of this is it's supposed to give you good memories. It's supposed to help you, you know, heal or do whatever. So, I mean, you could do that as well. Like, it doesn't have to be the exact shirt that they wore. It could be, you know, it could be something that's really close to it. You know, and as long as it still brings you those same memories and it still gives you joy, I think that's all that matters. Yeah, Terry, exactly. You don't even know that you want to do something with it. It's like my grandma's sweater. Like I had to have it. Like I couldn't see anyone else wearing it. I couldn't see giving it to anybody else and I know that that was a very selfish outlook on things, but in that moment especially, I just couldn't see it. So, and I've worn that sweater for all major milestones for the girls. I've worn it for their graduations. Their college graduation, I didn't wear it, but I brought it with me just so that, because I felt like she was there with us then. Because I know how proud of the girls she would have been. She was always so proud of them anyway, but that way a part of her was there with us, you know. But back to Fern. You know, Fern, you don't, just because your dad didn't wear that particular thing doesn't mean that you can't still, you know, it can't bring you good memories. Wow, we already have 2 arms. Wow, this is going fast. All right, now I'm going to work on the head. Lots of fluff for the head. Lots of fluff. I really think I'm going to end up using this whole bag. I don't remember how much of this stuff I bought. Like, you buy it by weight. Like, what? I don't know how that works, but you buy it by weight, apparently. Or at least in this case I did. I bought it by weight. And so I was like, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. But now we're going to be going through a little bit more of it, so I just hope it's enough. Anybody know how much weight you should be using for this? Like, should it be like 1.5 pounds or a pound of, like, because I looked in the directions and it didn't really say. I think it's a personal preference, and I get that. I get that. Terry says, I have dozens of my dad's neckties. I often think of doing a Dresden plate with it and then don't want to cut it up. It is a thought that pulls and push. Oh, honey, I know that. Oh, you guys saw me. You saw me struggle cutting these up. You saw that. You know, I feel you. I understand that exact struggle. I get that 100%. Okay, so the head's needs to be a little bit more stuffed, I think. I just hope I have enough stuffing. Jeez. The limbs you don't use that much, but the head you use quite a bit. So the head and the body you're going to use quite a bit of stuffing for. So he took his ties from church and made wooden spoon angels. Oh, wooden spoon angels out of his ties. How do you do that? I mean, I'm curious to know how you did that. Like, so you just made the angels and they go on a wooden spoon? Is that how that? Do you have pictures? Could you post pictures on Facebook? Because I'd love to, if you're willing, I'd love to see what those are. Angel wooden spoon angels. I'd love to see that. Because I don't know what that is. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to get ahead. Now we're starting to get, like, I feel like we have a head. A little bit. We need some more, though. I'm glad I didn't need to use those pliers. I'm really glad. I grabbed them just in case because I wasn't sure if I was going to need them or not. But I'm glad that I didn't need them. I'm really glad I didn't need them. This is going much faster than I expected it to. I don't know why I thought it was just going to take longer. I'm working up a bit of a sweat, though. My granddaughter never met my parents, but she knows them and gabs about them like they were in her life, which I love. She calls my dad great-grandpa Salvador every time she mentions him. Aw, that's sweet. And Terry, that's a testament to you and your daughters because you've managed to keep their memories alive. You know, you've managed to keep them alive. Good morning, Gladys. Welcome back to the channel. It is so great to see you. Welcome back. Says great grandma Mariana with an Italian accent. I love that. Love that. That is great. And that's just a testament to you and your family, you know, keeping those memories alive. My girls were lucky that they did get to meet. Look at this, guys. We got a head. We got a head. Oh, we got stuff in the nose there. This is why I did this, because I didn't know what I was doing. There we go. You know, the girls were lucky enough that they got to spend time with my dad. Every summer we did a little bit of a road trip out to see my dad, and we'd spend the day on a boat. My dad had just a regular fishing boat, nothing too fancy. Look at that, guys. We have a head. Look at that. Okay, so the head's still a little crooked, but I don't care. I don't care. Look at that. Yeah, he could be a little bit more centered, but that's okay. It's the first one, right? First one's always a little wonky. Oh, gosh, I'm loving this. Loving it. Lay him down. Yeah, he needs a little bit more in the neck. Where do I plan on putting my memory bear when I'm finished with him? Right there. That's probably where he's going to sit. At least this one. The rest of them will be gifts, but this one is for me. And he will stay in here with me. I'm thinking right here, right over here, next to my quilt cave somewhere where you guys can enjoy him as well. I think in here will be better than in any of the other rooms in my home. There we go. Hi, baby. What's she doing? What's she doing? You doing good? Make sure I don't stuff his nose. Smush the nose. Do you have a toilet paper roll that you can stuff and put in the neck? Will give extra neck support. Oh, Judy, good call. Good call. Actually I do. Yeah, the neck's kind of a little... Good idea. Hey, Tay, can you get me an empty toilet paper roll, please?
We have one?
We should. Thank you.
You need it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I need it right now? Yeah, I kind of do. I need it right now. His nose keeps going soft on me because I keep pushing on it. So I gotta stop pushing on his nose. Good call on the toilet paper roll.
Can I bring it to Mama?
Let's see. Yeah.
Catch.
You're gonna have to try again.
I don't want to put my toes on the camera.
I don't want to put my toes on the camera, she says. Thank you. She says, I don't want to put my toes on the camera. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. Good call. Good call. Let's see if I can get this in here now. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Stuffing around it. Okay. Good call. Good call, people. Yeah, because now look. It's not floppy anymore. I love that. Thank you. See, this is why I do this on the channel. So I don't think to do things like that. Okay, I'm going to pull it out for just a second because I got to fix the nose again. There we go. There. Okay. Now I can put it back in here. Oh, no. Too much stuffing in the way. Pull this down. That back in there. Ivy Brie. Thank you, Judy, so much for that. Yeah. Mona says, what a great day. It is a great day. It really is. It is really a great day. All right. So, okay. So now I've got kind of a little bit of the neck going, but I don't want to stuff it too much because we got this whole belly and butt to do. So let's get that going. Yeah, stuff this toilet paper roll so it won't collapse. Good call. Good call. Yeah, because it's like... do this. There we go. I did it again because I pulled it out. I had it like lined up and then like, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. There we go. There. Put some stuffing in behind it so that you can't feel it. A wooden dowel to pack the stuffing tight. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I've got this pair of pliers over here right now that I've been using. I haven't used them yet, but I have them there if I need to. A couple of clumps here. Just pull it apart. Hi, Laura. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you. I hope you're well. We're having a fantastic morning. Just posted a pic on Facebook. Thank you very much for that, Fern. I appreciate that. Brenda, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. So great to see you ladies, both of you. We are stuffing a bear. That's what we're doing today. We are stuffing a bear. We are finishing our memory bear. But don't worry if you guys have missed this process. Don't worry because we're going to be making plenty more of them. We're going to be making a bunch more. I've got a bunch of them to make. Gonna get the shoulders in here. And his arms kind of lay a little weird. Like they're kind of out to the sides. They're not really laying down. But that's okay. I mean, I could change the stuffing up to kind of make him lay a little flatter. Like I could just kind of bend it like that. That's okay. I could also kind of like sew it down too if I wanted to. Like if I wanted his arms, I could like just kind of pin him down if I wanted. We'll see. We'll see. Well, let's stuff him first, and then we'll figure out how we want him to sit. Let's do that. So I've got the legs done. I've got the arms done. We just finished the head. Good call on the stuffed toilet paper roll. So now we need to do his body. But she's got a little bit of a butt. And I thought about it, and I should have gotten one, and I didn't. And maybe I still might later. But I should have grabbed a little sandbag for his bottom, you know, to keep him weighted. But I didn't, and I probably should have. So we'll get that going. I need to make sure that stuffing is in the right places for him to sit. Go, like that. Heck, I guess I should have used a paper towel roll and then I could have done it with his body. Kitty litter works for weight. Oh, okay, okay. Wire coat hanger to make it bendable. Oh, okay, okay. Wire coat hanger. All right. These are all really great suggestions, and I appreciate every single one of them. And I might end up having to take him back apart and redo him. We'll have to wait and see to put these things in here. So I appreciate the chat because I'm going to keep the chat going and hopefully get him working again. Let's see. Trying to make sure I keep his butt flat so that he sits. Looks like an awkward position, doesn't it? Wrap the wire with batting to protect it. Oh, Judy, good call. Thanks again for documenting that for me. Yep, good idea. I didn't think about that. Keep stuffing him. This is actually going together much faster than I expected it to. I expected it to take a little bit longer. It will not be washable if using kitty litter. Sand will wash better. Ooh, Fern, good call. Yeah. Rice. Rice is a good one. My only concern with that would be if I wanted to wash him. Yeah, but that's why I was going to use the bean bags, because the beans, you can wash them, you know. Not that I plan to wash them for any reason, but you never know. You know, you never know. Especially for other projects that we're going to be doing. You know, because like I said, this isn't the only one we're going to be making. So, let's see what he looks like now. I can feel that he's kind of full, but I'm sure that he could use a little bit more. So I believe, I'm going to have to look, but I think this bag was a 1.5 pound bag of stuffing. Walnut shells would work too. Oh, I never thought about that. Walnut shells. Leo and I are bacheloring today. Hubby has gone to get a deer his brother got for us. That's awesome. Aquarium rocks for weight. Oh, you guys are these are such great ideas. The lizard litter, the crushed walnut shells are really cheap. Oh, okay. Okay, good call. These are all amazing ideas. Like, amazing ideas. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Okay, let's see what he looks like. This is, where does he need more stuffing? I mean, the arms are a little awkward, if I'm being honest. The arms are a little bit awkward. I feel like we could probably do something there. What do you guys think of him so far? He's got a little bit of a wrinkle in his nose. What do you think? I mean, he obviously needs something to sit on. Like, he's got to have something to sit on, up against, you know, like a wall or something. But what do you guys think? Look at that. We put together our first bear. Like, he's got a little bear tummy, a little bear body, his little bear belly. All right. What do you guys think? I think he's just about done, honestly. I think we've got him just about stuffed as much as we can without stretching him too much more. I might give him a little bit more here. I got this weight here that there we go. There we go. I think he looks so great. I love it. His feet are a little crooked. But you know what? He's handmade, so I'm not gonna worry about it. You know, his feet are a little crooked. I don't care. Don't really care. Kathy says he's so cute. Well, thank you. Thank you guys so much. All right, so I think that that's about as stuffed as I'm gonna get him. I think. So now we've got to sew him up. We got a little bit of a hole in the back here. The hole got a little bit bigger because I was shoving my hand in there. So we're going to have to sew him up. But I think if I got a beanbag for him, because I know you can buy those on Amazon fairly cheap. I think if I got a beanbag for him to weigh it down the bottom a little bit, that would work. And I could always sew these down if I want, like tack them down, you know, if I really wanted his arms down. But I think he's actually okay. For my first one in a really, really long time, I think I did a pretty good job. I think I did pretty good. So let's go ahead and get him sewn up now. So this is the leftover bedding. So 1.5 pounds of bedding. I'm pretty sure this is a pound. So I probably could have went with just 1 pound, but that's okay because this just means I'll have more for the next project. Oh no, was Laura not feeling well? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you are feeling better now, Laura. There we go. Grab these. Judy says, then don't close them up if you're thinking about it. Ooh. Judy, I think that I'm going to leave him the way he is, and I think that I'm going to do that. I'm going to make some changes for the next one that we do. So I think closing him up is going to be okay. But good call on that. Yeah, good call. I didn't think about that. Because once you close them up, you really don't want to open them back up again. Yeah, good call. Oh, fibromyalgia. My Mama Joyce has that. I understand from her what you're going through. I don't have it myself, but she does, and so I can sympathize. All right. I don't know where I'm going to put this just yet. For now, I'll plug it back in. Okay. So I've got, the hole got a little bit bigger because I got a little bit, you know, I got a little bit excited. And the hole got a little bit bigger because this is a flannel fabric, so it does have a tendency to stretch. So let's grab some pins and let's pin it closed. You guys are going to get to watch my horrible hand sewing because I have to actually hand sew this closed. So get to hand sew it closed. There we go. One more. Okay. All right, so he's hand sewn closed for right now. But you're right. If I was thinking, if I wanted to put the beanbag in him, then I probably shouldn't close it up. But what I'm thinking of doing, and I keep saying that I'm going to do it to him, and I'm not. It's for the next one that I make. You know, the first one, it's always like the cut of the pie. The first one's always a little bit messy, but then they get better after that. It's always the first slice of pie that's a little bit messy, and then they get better. So that's what I'm thinking here. So this one is, he's a little bit on the rough side, but he's also pretty good. And then the next one we do, you know, I'll make some changes, like the beanbag for the bottom weight, you know, maybe a paper towel roll as opposed to the toilet paper roll or things like that. So we'll make those changes moving forward. I am so full of polyfill. Like it's all over me right now. Grab the black thread inside the machine right now, so let me grab my thimble. Not my thimble, my bobbin. For the black thread. So. My skin feels very oily all of a sudden. Woven interface will help it to not stretch. Oh, I do have all of the it is all interfaced. We did use some interfacing when we cut it, but the edges, some of the edges are not. So, and that's where this one is at, is the edge was not, so. Plastic pellet bag. Patty says, I would use a plastic pellet bag just in case I needed to wash down the road. You don't want a cooked bean later. Yes, yes. That is a good point. That is a good point, actually. Good call. Good call. Using my, trying to use my thread conditioner more. I've got this beeswax one here. Trying to use that one a little bit more. It's probably way too long of a piece of thread, but that's alright. It's okay. Yeah, plastic pellets. That's a very good idea. Yeah. And that's kind of what I was thinking with regards to the bean bag. But you're right. I need to make sure that I'm using it in plastic pellets and not regular beans. That is a good point. And I actually have to take my glasses off because I can't see. I'm getting at the point where it's no longer deniable that I probably need a pair of bifocals. And actually I don't need bifocals. I need clear glass bifocals is what I need in my regular glasses. Because I cannot wear them and read things at the same time. It doesn't work. So, because I cannot wear them to read things, I must read chat on my phone. Are the dogs good about not stealing things? I wonder what they will think when they see it. Yes, our dogs are actually really good about that. They don't usually, well, I shouldn't say that because I really haven't been around little kids with little kid toys. I will keep him on a shelf so that they can't get to him. But that is a great question. How am I going to close this? Will this work? I guess that kind of works. Actually need a thimble. I know, I have so many I need this, I need that, I need this. Just sew the damn thing, right? You guys are like, what is your problem? Just sew it. We need the thimble. I don't know what I'm doing here. Actually, you know what I need to buy? I need to buy one of those thumb ones. Because this one's not going to work. Your dogs didn't climb on furniture so you could leave things on the couch. That makes sense. Ours definitely climb on furniture, but they don't Usually, well, I don't know about these two. These guys. These guys might do something. I'm not sure. The dog that we had when the girls were growing up, Bubbles, she wouldn't touch any of the girls' toys. She wouldn't touch anything that wasn't hers. Like if you didn't hand it to her and tell her this is yours, she would leave it alone. She would not mess with it at all. These guys haven't never really been around little kids, so they don't know that stuffed animals aren't necessarily theirs. And the girls are, old enough that they don't really keep stuffed animals on their bed anymore either, so we'll have to see how they do. I'm not planning to put it on the floor anyway, but like you said, it could fall on the floor, and then that could be a problem. So I'll just have to be careful with it. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And we had talked about this back when I was doing my cross-stitching stuff, and you guys had told me about the thread conditioner and about how it keeps the thread from... It helps prevent knotting. You were not kidding. Like, I've only done it twice. I've only used it twice to hand sew a couple of things twice. But you're absolutely right. It does not knot at all. It doesn't get knotted. It doesn't get tangled. It's really great. Really, really great. So I am just hand sewing this closed. I'm doing, I think it's called a blanket stitch. I'm not doing a slip stitch. I'm just going to the outsides of both pieces of fabric and just pulling closed. I probably could have tried to do a slip stitch, or one of those hidden stitches. This is fine. This works just fine. She splat flat out on your back. I think they call that splooting. They kick their back legs out. I don't know where my puppies went. She wasn't here. I don't know where she went. Probably with Mr. Wizard. Mr. Wizard has not been feeling well the last couple of days. Or the last day or so. Mostly his own doing. But the dogs have not really left his side because they know he hasn't been feeling well. Sorry guys, kind of not really paying attention to chat very much here because I'm focused on this. But having the thread coated in the wax is really helping. Like, just going through the fabric, I am impressed with how well it's doing. Like, somebody had said, and forgive me, I don't remember who it was, but somebody had said that they do this when they hand quilt too. And I can see why. Like, it really just glides through the fabric. It doesn't bind at all. Brenda wants to know what I'm asking Santa for Christmas. Good question. So I do this weird thing where I keep an Amazon list on my Amazon account. I created a list there. And basically what I do is all year long, every time I come across something when I'm, maybe I'm buying something for the house or whatever, and I find, because, they're always suggesting things. And so every time I find something that I suggested it looks like it's something I might like, whether it be a book or a sewing tool or a kitchen gadget or, fabric pieces, or whatever it is, I add it to this list. Okay. And then or if I have something specific in mind, like if I'm looking for a specific kitchen tool or a specific sewing tool or things like that, I'll add it to this list. And so the list grows throughout the year. It grows and it changes because sometimes I buy the stuff for myself if I have a little bit of extra money that month in the budget. Or I see it go on sale or things like that. So sometimes I'll buy it for myself. But for the most part, that list pretty much stays there. And so what I've done over the years is I just kind of share that list with friends and family. And I say, just if you're looking for ideas, if you don't already have something, just grab something off this list. And it works really nice because the list allows people to mark that they've purchased it someplace else. Or they can, have it shipped to me or things like that. But it also helps me as well to figure out, kind of what I want, what I don't want. So I don't really have any big things that I want for Christmas, like a new sewing machine or anything like that, or a new iron or anything like that. I don't really have anything like that on the list this year for things I would like. Yeah, I really don't have anything. I did send something to Mr. Wizard. I'm looking to replace my ring. Mr. Wizard, at the time that Mr. Wizard and I got together, we couldn't really afford a real ring, and that's totally fine, and I didn't necessarily need and or want a real ring. And so the ring that he originally bought me, it actually, it started to give me blisters because I had engraving on the inside, and it started to give me blisters. So I've been looking for a new one to replace it. And so I actually found one online. It wasn't very expensive because I don't wear a real diamond. I don't want a real diamond. I think they're just a waste of money. No offense to anyone that has one. They're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but they're just not for me. So I found one that I liked online. It was like $100. And so I sent him a note and I just said, in case anybody's looking for ideas for me for Christmas. Needless to say, I know what I'm getting from him for Christmas. So that was, I guess, kind of on my list, if you will. But yeah, otherwise I really don't have any big purchases or big things that I want on my Christmas list this year. Mr. Wizard and I usually don't buy gifts for each other, like traditional gifts for each other. We usually buy things for the home, like big projects. Like one year we bought ourselves a new bedroom set. The next year it was, the flooring in the house and things like that. So we don't typically exchange smaller gifts between each other just because, we want each other to spend that money on our children. Because, he has children and as do I. And so we kind of set that standard a long time ago to go ahead and just, take that burden off of us and just spend the money on your kids instead. So we really don't exchange gifts in the traditional sense. And that's just what works for us. It doesn't work for everybody, but that's what works for us. Especially when the kids were little and, everything was so expensive. And, we've got 5 kids between the two of us. And so, rather than stressing out over what perfect gift to buy each other, we just said, forget it. Just buy the kids gifts and we'll figure out what we're going to do for, each other, later on. So I know that's not really a traditional gift. And some people might argue that that's not really gift giving, but it is at the same time. At least for us it is. And that's kind of what's worked for us. Patty says, I asked for a white feather light and my kid said no. So, well, my kids have my quote unquote Christmas list. It's my Amazon list, and they go off of there and they find something that they can afford, because you know there's a bunch of stuff on there, from little stuff like office supplies to giveaway stuff to all kinds of stuff. So you know, my list is pretty versatile when it comes to that. Oops. But with regards to specific requests, I don't really have any that this year. Yeah, I mean, fabric is always on the list. You know, I tell my friends and family that all the time. Pre-cuts and fabric are always on the list of things to give me. Books with patterns in them, always on the list. I wish I could do more patterns than I do, because I have tons of books. Yeah, I am probably one of the hardest people to shop for, because I don't really like to ask for things. Asking for things has never been my strong suit. And I've always been incredibly independent, to the point where people get kind of frustrated with me, because I could just as soon get it for myself than to ask somebody else to get it for me. So I'm actually kind of hard to shop for. I kind of feel bad for anybody that does feel like they need to get me a gift, because I'm not easy to shop for. Because I don't really give you a whole lot to go off of, go on, because I don't want or I don't need anything. And I know that, you know, the whole point of gift giving is about things that you want, not necessarily things that you need. And I get that, but you know, I'm pretty practical, so I don't really dream big, if that makes any sense. Alright, so I'm just finishing this off here. I went all the way down with it pretty tightly, and then I kind of came back at it kind of loosely. And now I'm just going to go ahead and knot this up. And actually, for hand sewing, I did a pretty good job of it. It's not crazy messy. Not crazy messy. A little on the rough side, but not crazy messy. What do I do with here? It is. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. I just got a text message from my mom. Okay. I'll read that later. Okay. So here we go. Here he is, completely finished. What do you guys think? He needs a little bit of weight behind him to sit up straight, and his arms are a little, he could probably be a little, I don't know. I kind of like him though. What do you guys think? Completely done. I guess I could put my glasses on so I could see you. No Frankenstein stitches? No, I don't think he's too bad. I mean, he does have some Frankenstein stitches in the back here, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. So. Nothing that I'm not proud of. We'll put it that way. Nothing that I'm embarrassed about. And it's on the back anyway, so he'll be up against the wall. So, I mean, he's not super stuffed. I mean, obviously I could have went much stiffer. He's kind of fluffy. He's kind of a little fluffy. But I actually am okay with the fluffy. I didn't want him too full. You know, when I'm in desperate need of a hug, I wanted to be able to hug him. So he could have a nose, and maybe the next one we'll give the next one a nose, because it's kind of hard to see his face, especially this dark color. He does have eyes. They're a little crooked, but that's okay. Maybe the next one will actually give him a nose. The next one will probably be a grayish color. So the fabrics are all different, and then I'm keeping all of the scrap fabrics to kind of Frankenstein one together. Once we're done with all of them, we'll see what we've got going for us. But yeah, what do you guys think? I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of it. Is it perfect? No. No. Not even close. Is it something that I would sell to somebody else? No. Not even just because, of what it's made of, but just the quality itself. I wouldn't sell this one. No. I'm not that proud of this one enough that I would ask anybody to pay for it. But am I proud enough of it to be able to put it on a shelf and look at it and remember things from it? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, he's cute. He's cute. Black felt nose. Yeah, that's what I thought about, Terry. They gave you the pattern does give you. I'm trying to fix the nose actually. The pattern does give you the piece to cut out a felt nose, so we could cut out a felt one and just glue it on there. I mean, we could do that. I do have the fabric glue. I don't know. Kind of what for it being the first one, and for it being the first one, and kind of learning things as I went, and maybe not always having the best tools, or doing pressing seams quite the right way, things like that. It's definitely not perfect, but. Moving forward, the next one we have so many new tools and techniques that we're going to be using that's going to hopefully make it even better. One of our subscribers sent me a smaller set of pinking shears, which I'm really excited to use. I kind of was a little bit bummed that I didn't get them until basically it was already done. So I wasn't able to use them on this particular bear, but I absolutely will be able to use them on the next bear that we make. And we definitely will be doing that for sure. So I appreciate that subscriber that sent it to me. Thank you so much for that. And then we purchased the clover iron to really help out with getting the seams ironed a little bit better. We purchased that about halfway through, so we had already done some pieces like the feet. We had already done those before we had gotten the clover iron, so I feel like that's going to help quite a bit with regard to the feet, because even right now, just looking at the seams, they're kind of making me a little wonky. But that's okay. I'm going to try not to let them bother me too much. I'm just going to not look at them. So things like that. The clover iron is going to help tremendously. The fabric glue, I actually considered using that this morning to put some buttons on his chest, and then I changed my mind and decided no, I want to keep this one as true to the pattern as we can, and then the next time we make them, we can continue to embellish little by little. So like the next one, we might put buttons down his chest, and then the one after that, I might find a collar, because I want each one to be a little bit different than the last. I mean, obviously they're going to be different because it's going to be different fabrics, but I want each one to build up and build up and build up and build up and build up with my skill set and your guys' suggestions. The toilet paper roll inside the neck, that is an awesome suggestion. Thank you so much, Judy, for that. That is definitely a smart idea. I would have never thought to do that. And I think he sits okay. Like, I just pulled the weight out from behind him. And he actually sits okay by himself. As long as you don't bump him too much. He sits pretty good. I mean, he's got a little bit of a wobble to him, and he's a little bit top heavy. And so that's why I think in the next one, I'm going to see if I can find on Amazon some like cheap bean bags, with the plastic pellets in them. Bean bags, like a bean bag toss, to put in the bottom of him, in his bottom, just to kind of weigh him down. This one is fine the way it is, because it's going to sit up against a wall anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. Things like that. So those are things that, things that we can think about. The other thing that I'm going to try to remember is next time when I have the backing where I do my opening, I know that the directions said to do it down here. I think I'm going to center it a little bit more of the center of his back as opposed to closer to the bottom, so that I can put that bean bag in the bottom. These are all things that you learn. It's just like when you cook a recipe, when you find this really great cooking recipe, or maybe you're not like me, but when I do it, I usually start out making the recipe. The first time I make a recipe, I make it exactly as the instructions say. I do all the measurements. I do everything exactly the way it says, because I need a baseline. I need a starting point. And then from there, the second time I make that recipe, if it's a good enough recipe, the second time I make it, that's when I start to add my little embellishments, and I kind of try to make it my own. Now, some people just make it their own right off the bat, and I don't like to do that. I like to to make sure that I'm following the instructions initially, so that I kind of understand what the author was trying to give me, what the end result was supposed to be, and then I make my embellishments from there. So the next time we do this, maybe we'll add a nose or some buttons or maybe a collar, or we'll fix the feet a little bit or things like that. We'll make those changes, and this is the great time, especially with this particular pattern. What I will do is I'll make myself some little notes about things that I wanted to improve on or things that I wanted to change. And so then I'll put that in with a pattern and I'll put that away for now. And then when we come back to it, I'll have those notes for myself. And I do that with any pattern, not just this one here, but any pattern that I'm making. Anytime I finish it, I will go back through the pattern and I'll write little notes to myself like, oh, don't forget to press this here. Make sure you do these seams open or things like that. Because if I'm going to go back and make it again, I've learned lessons. And that's kind of, it's not just a journey about making a project and having a great time with it, but it's also about learning new things as well. Whether it be new techniques, whether it be learning about new fabrics or learning about a new tool that you're using or different things for different folks. But, that's kind of what I do is I like to make those notes and keep learning. It's not just about creating, but it's also about learning as well for me. I know that's not for everybody, but for me, that's what it is for me. So if you guys do ever get one of my patterns, especially one that I've made before, you very well may see some notes in there. And I apologize in advance if those notes are not for you. But you very well may get some notes in there from me of things that I've learned or things that I've done, or things like that. Gotta have a sample first, and then you can add your unique touches. Yeah, absolutely. It's just like when you're building blocks for a block quilter. I do this anyway. I make the first block. You get the first one out of the way, and then you kind of understand how things go together, and now you can start to chain piece. It's kind of the same thing for me as well. I do that as well here. So this first one is our learning curve. Is he perfect? No. No, he is not. Is he perfect for me? Absolutely. 100%. He is perfect for me. But there are things that I've learned, like which color thread to use. Not to use white thread anymore, to use a black thread. Things like that. Those are all things that I've learned. Like how to do the ears a little bit better. Like this ear worked well. This one didn't. So these are all things that I am learning, so that the next one will be even better. Are any of them probably going to be perfect? No, none of them will ever be perfect. And that's just because I'm not perfect. I'm not a machine. I cannot do the same thing twice. But that's kind of the whole point, right? Now I have thought about adding a tag, not to this one, obviously, but I've thought about seeing if I can't get some tags made with my dad's name on them, and then his birth date and date of death, and just having a tag here. I've thought about that as well, because there is a time where you could add that. I don't know yet. We've got a little bit of time to figure that out and get those ordered if we decide to do that. But this is just the first one. I tend to make 6 or 8 of them, so quite a few. Are we going to get them all done at the same time? Nope. No, not by any means. But that is my goal, is to make at least 6 of them. That's right, Terry. The ears don't have to match, just like our fur babies. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's supposed to be a little bit realistic. So I think for my very first one, I have made stuffed animals before, but I think I was in 4th or 5th grade. Excuse me, the last time I made one. So, it's a little bit different than I would have made before. And things are a little bit different now than they were before. So I had to learn new things. And we have so many more tools at our disposal now than we did back then, too. So that's been helpful. And I didn't have you guys. I didn't have you guys helping me along the way. So thank you. This is as much my finished project as it is yours, because you guys helped me right along the way. So, but like I said, we're going to be making a lot more of these. So you're going to see this whole series right back here on the channel again after the first of the year. Maybe even in January. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in my schedule yet. But you're going to see us make more of these next year. That's one of the reasons why I was making that other set of pattern pieces with the muslin fabric that we were using. I was making that other set of pattern pieces for that specific reason, is so that I could make more of these because I knew that paper pattern wasn't. It did last this time, but I knew it wasn't going to last forever. So that's why we transferred it over to a muslin so that we could make sure to make more of them. You put hearts on the bottom of their feet. Aw, that's so sweet. Mary, you're right. I absolutely could. I could use some permanent markers or even some felt tape or things to put it on there. I absolutely could. This specific one, like I said, this one is you know, this is, what do they call this? This is the beta version, the testing version. and then we'll actually do the real one, the real production version. This is the R&D version, if you will. Build-A-Bears. Yeah, that's basically what they're going to be, aren't they, Terry? Yeah. Now, the pattern does have options for clothing. I'm not sure that we're going to get there yet, but who knows? We might. I really liked doing something with this series. I really liked doing something that wasn't quilting related. Like, don't get me wrong, I love quilting. Quilting is amazing. I have so much fun with it. It's amazing. But every once in a while, you need a little bit of a palette cleanser. So I loved the fact that this one was still pattern. It was still patterning, and I'm not big into apparel. I don't like clothing. I don't like making clothing. So that's why this was so much more fun for me, because it wasn't clothing. It wasn't. I don't know why I don't like making clothing, but I just don't. And so that's why this one was so much fun for me, because it wasn't clothing, and plus it serves a purpose as well. So you guys will see this one again in January. Not well. I mean, you'll see him for sure. He's gonna sit back here. He might. Oh, you know what? I just thought of this. Oh, wait. Hold on. I just thought of this. I wonder if this would work. Let's see. So here he is. He's going to sit right here like this. And he's going to hold like that. What do you think? Oh, you can't even see him very well. You can't see him very well. But there he is. I'll have to do something a little different. Maybe as we get different ones, they'll have different colors. But bunny ears, a diaper. Yes! Yes! Yeah, we can start to dress him up. Yeah, for sure. I can start buying the little clothes for him and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with this right now. For now, I'll just leave it here. It's fine. Laura wanted to know what pattern I use. Laura, I bought this pattern on Amazon. It is called, hold please. It is by Simplicity, is in pattern number 8155. It doesn't actually have a name. If it does have a name, I don't know where to find it. That is the pattern. 8155. So the pattern does come with some clothes that you can make for your bear as well. It's not just the bear, but there's also some clothes as well. I didn't make any of the clothes. Obviously, I'm just making the bear for now, but we might venture out into the clothing later on. Who knows? Just depends on how much fun we end up having with this. Yes, Drew says, ta-da! That is true, Marie. Yes, we are all, what did she, I love multi-crafters. I love that. That's a great word. That's a great way of saying it. Yeah. You could hold a honey pot, make him a honey pot. Make him a honey pot. That'd be awesome, Terry. That'd be awesome too. Yeah. So many things. Yes, Kathy, thank you so much. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. I almost missed it, but thank you. Thank you. Yes. So that is the pattern I used. I think he's going to go great there. I think he looks perfect. Doesn't he look perfect there? Of course, you know, it's hard for you guys to see on camera because all the colors blend. I might need to do something, a different table runner back there now. Or just take the table runner down. Now that I keep having more and more decor back there. Who knows? But he's pretty tall. I mean, he's pretty tall, the bear. I mean, you could probably make him shorter, but yeah, he's pretty tall. I like it. I like it there. I really do. Yeah, it's hard to see it because it's, you know, it's kind of blends in with everything. I think it's just the fabric that we use, but who knows? We might end up making a different one. His eyes are definitely crooked, but that's okay. It's alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to worry about it. Hi, honey. Okay, fine. A bear for your dad? Yeah, Lori, that's exactly what this is. This is a shirt for my dad. This was a flannel for my dad. And I have many more to make. I have many more. They're in the drawer over there in the closet. Yeah. I went straight pattern for this one, and then we might do some embellishing on the next one. I thought I've seen ones where they use the collar, the cuff from your wrist as a collar, and I did actually test fit it, and it would work if I wanted it to. I could make that work if I wanted to, so we'll have to wait and see if that's something we decide to do on the next one.
We want
So much fun.
5.
I love it. Just can't get over it. Even his eyes are crooked, and I don't care. Like his eyes are crooked, but I don't care. I don't care. It looks great. Yes, if I move the table runner, I could see him better. Yeah, I might actually take the table runner down. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I left the table runner there because we really didn't have any decor sitting up here just yet, but now we actually have some decorative decor and things, so the table runner could probably come down. It probably doesn't need to be there anymore. Plus it's hiding the cord for my light. You can see the cord. Ooh, wait, let me see. There we go. You can see the cord coming down a little bit here. Yeah, down there. I just gave you a treat. I just gave you one. You silly girl. You're so silly. So what is everybody else working on? We've got a few minutes left. It actually did not take me as long as I expected it to. It is a great accomplishment. It is! Yeah, I'm really... Oops, I didn't realize I didn't have all messages on. Might be missing something. It is. I'm really enjoying it. He's got some threads on his head, which, you know. But a hat could work. We could make him a little hat. It'd be cute. He's pretty little, so I'm bet like I could get some little kids' clothes put on him if I really wanted to. Little kid's hat. Yeah. It could be fun. We could start dressing him up. Wouldn't that be fun? For the different holidays. That would be so much fun. Mary says she's sewing up block pieces. That sounds fun. Decorate the cord. I might have to, Terry. I might have to. Snowman diamond painting. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Carrie. That sounds like a lot of fun. Terry says she's going to make a few more scrunchies, then lunch, and then dinner. That sounds like fun as well. I have a binding to put on a quilt. And then I also have some fabric that I need to cut up. And I'm trying to decide if I should cut the fabric first and then do the binding. I have 2 quilts that need bindings, actually. Cheap stick holders. Oh, chapstick holders. Sorry, I read that wrong. Chapstick holders. Gotcha. Oh, that could be fun. My son in Tennessee for a couple of months, so I'm doing some crochet and cross stitch while I'm here. Oh, Marie, that sounds like so much fun. Cross stitch is fun. I might actually pull out some cross stitch today. Tonight, we'll see. I've been itching to do some lately. I've got a new cross stitch kit. Yes, that's what you call it. I got a new cross stitch kit that I got from, well, if I'm being honest, I don't remember where I bought it. But it's a pre-printed one, which I can't tell you the last time I did a pre-printed one where like it's printed on the canvas as opposed to, well, here I can show it to you. It's printed on the canvas instead of having a blank canvas, which I don't think I've ever done one before. So I'm like, this is kind of neat. And so I'm kind of I've been itching to try, to try it to see if I like doing it or not. And I haven't yet. So I've been kind of itching to try it. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Since we got a few minutes. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know if maybe you guys do this or not. But this is a plastic hoop, which I'm not really thrilled about plastic hoops. But this is not a hoop I've ever worked with before. And I don't even know how to get the damn thing to work because it's got a channel on the middle. Like I've never, you guys can't see it on the camera, but there's like a channel that runs through the middle of it. I've never worked with one like that before. It's really weird. I've worked with plastic hoops before. Not a fan. Much prefer a wooden hoop, if I'm being honest. But the plastic with the channel all the way through the middle is just weird. It's very weird. Terry says, I'm going to do some small things. I'm not on my game. That makes sense. That makes sense. Third day of being sick. Probably bed rest today. Not getting better. Oh, Joyce, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, yuck. Judy says, made the binding and now I need to put on my jacket. That's awesome. That's awesome. So here, I'll just show it to you guys. But I've never done this before. And I have to be careful with it too because they said warm water will actually pull the ink right off, so you got to be careful with it. So just like ironing it and stuff will pull it off. But look, it's already printed on there. And you got your key over here, your legend over here with all the pieces. But it's already printed on there and you just sew on the printing. Like, isn't that kind of neat? I've never done that before. It's different. Definitely not something I've ever done before. So this one is a kit. And I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with it. Like it came with this hoop, but I think this is like your finishing hoop. Because it's basically the size of the project. And that will make it difficult to use, to actually make. So I have another hoop that I was going to use that's a little bit smaller. So, yeah, it's just... This is a really great way for someone who's never done cross-stitching before to learn how. This is a really great way to do it because it's already on there. Like, it's already printed. You just sew on the boxes. Like, it just floors me. Right, Joyce. Yeah, every single time I've used a plastic hoop, this thread up here just slides and it just stretches, and I don't like plastic hoops. I don't like them. So I do need to get myself some wooden hoops, and I think that I want to get like, because I think this is a 6-inch. If I remember correctly, I think it's a 6. Why don't we try? No, it's a 9-inch. This is a 9-inch hoop. So this one's a 9. I probably will get myself a 4 or 5-inch wood hoop just to use. Because I don't mind using this to finish it with, even though I still don't like it. But I might get myself like a small hoop for it. But this one's just a small one. Nothing too crazy, nothing real big, but we're still working on our huge Cinderella one, absolutely, but something different, something, because you guys know me, I get bored easily, and I've had this one sitting here. I have 3 more sitting here too. So I've had this one in here for a little while, and I'm like, I'm kind of tempted to do it just because there's really not a whole lot of thinking involved. You just kind of sew it where it is. So I'm kind of excited for it a little bit. So you guys might see me working on this one. If you go over to Katie's channel later this afternoon and follow me over there, I might actually be doing this one. Who knows? Today, when I turn off the camera, I do have some fabric to cut up for our Norfolk quilt for next week, because we're going to be finishing our project for that next week. We will be putting, all of our blocks are made. We just need to actually put them together now, which is kind of exciting. It's exciting to know that it's all done. In case you're wondering, that's what this one is going to look like. It's supposed to represent the 4 seasons. I just really liked it. Thought it was pretty. So I've been trying to use, I bought 3 different kinds of these. I'll tell you guys about it here for just a second. I bought this one, and where did the third one go? Oh, there it is. I see it. Hang on. after we talked about cross stitching a couple weeks ago when I had it on the channel, I went ahead and I bought myself 3 different types of thread conditioners. I bought this really cheap one. Oops, it's just a, run over the towel. It's just a beeswax inside of a plastic container. It's a cheap one. And then I bought this one, which I haven't even opened it yet. This one says it's also a beeswax. It's just a different brand. Oh, hold on. I can't get it open. There we go. But if you can't get it open, does that mean it's a good one? I bought this one as well. This one's a little different. Little different way of coating it. So basically you put it on there and then you use this to kind of hold it, I guess. I don't know. And then you just kind of slide it through. A little bit of a different way of doing it. But I bought this one. And then I also bought the actual Thread Magic container to try out as well, because I've heard good and bad things about this one. This one was the most expensive of all of them. Jesus. And it's not even a full, like you would think it would be this big, but it's not. It's like not even a full container. This is all empty here. So it's like barely, it's just a little, oh, it's really soft too. It's just a little piece of it. So I'm going to try all 3 of them out, see which one I like. I've only used the beeswax one so far, and I really like it. And I think it was Katie that said she prefers the beeswax over any of them. So I'm going to give them a try and let you guys know. The best way to figure out which one you like the best is to try them all, right? Silicone thread conditioner. I can't remember the name. Ooh, a silicone. Oh, that's interesting, Laura. I would love to try that one as well. Yeah, if you can remember the name of it, you can email it to me if you don't remember during the stream. You can email it to me. I'd love to know what that is, because I'm trying out all different things. Like, these are all beeswax based. I'll try them all. Oh my God. I don't mind. I've never used any kind of thread conditioner, wax, or anything like that, Joyce says. Joyce, neither have I. I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, no, I had no idea that it was even a thing until you guys started telling me about it when I was doing my cross stitching. And so I have used this one twice now, just for regular hand stitching, not for anything cross stitching related, just for hand stitching. But I can tell a difference already. Like, I can tell a difference already just by using this little beeswax in hand stitching. So if you guys do hand stitching or cross stitching, I recommend it. Give it a shot. This one was the cheapest, the least expensive out of all the options. I got this one as a 4-pack. It's a circle of beeswax inside a plastic container. You can pull it out if you want to. Switch it out if you need to. This one was the least expensive option. I bought a 4-pack, and I think it was like $4 or $5 for the 4-pack. They were like $1 a piece. This one was the second least expensive. This one was, I want to say it was like $6 or $7 for just this one piece. You know, so like this one you got a 4-pack, this one you got 1 piece, but it's quite a bit. Like this is the size of the wax. So I mean it's probably 2 of these, you know, tall, so it might last just as long. So I think that one was $5 or $6. This one was the most expensive because it's the Thread Magic brand. And it is the absolute smallest out of all of them. Like, it is the tiniest little thing compared to the other 2. Okay. This one feels like it's the softest too. Like, just touching it, it feels very soft. And it's kind of squishy almost. And, this one was the most expensive. I think this one was like $11 or $12. Yeah, for this little teeny tiny thing. I was kind of shocked by that, but at the same time, I wanted to try all 3. So this one I'm going to use very sparingly. I'm probably not going to use this one very often because it is so expensive. This one is, I'm thinking just based on, you know, dollar-wise, this one's probably the best bang for your buck because it is the largest one. Or this one here, because I got a 4-pack of these for like $4 or $5. So just so you guys are aware. But I've used it twice already, and I really like it. I think it does. I think it actually does something. So it's interesting to me because I didn't know it existed. So Bar of soap. Patty, I never even thought of that. That's a good idea, too. I never even thought of a bar of soap. That is not a bad idea, too. Yeah, I'd love to know about this. I've never even heard of the silicone. I will definitely buy some of that and try it out for you guys to check out. Yeah, for sure. If you guys let me know what it is, I'm happy to look. Yeah. In the white container. This one here? It's like a purple and white. Yeah, this one here. You use that one. Oh, it's the Thread Magic, and it's silicone based. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it was beeswax. Huh. I thought it was just regular beeswax. I'm looking at the container right now. You know, I don't see anything on here that says... It does say better than wax. So, yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're going to try it out. That explains why it's so expensive then. That explains it, that this one's not wax, it's actually silicone. So there you go. Makes sense. Well, we're gonna try them all out. I've only used the beeswax so far, but so far I really like it. The Thread Magic was recommended by my quilt shop. For sure. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we're going to try it. We're definitely going to try that one. We're going to try all of these here. Not today, obviously, but over the course of the channel. The next time I come back with my cross stitch stuff, we're going to try all three and see which one we like better. Cuz that's what Katie she not Katie from Greenland, but the other Katie that's on our channel. She's the one that said the same thing. She said, "I like the beeswax." She says, "But try them all. See which one you like best." And so that's what I did, was I grabbed them all. So I didn't even realize this one was a silicone base, though. I just assumed it was wax. I didn't read the package. The package does say, it doesn't say it's silicone. It just says better than wax. So I have to assume that that's what it means. But wow. Huh. And it is different. Like, opening it up and looking at it, it feels very squishy compared to the other stuff. It's a little sticky. So it's definitely different. It's definitely different. So, huh. Interesting. Well, we're gonna use them all. We're gonna try them all out. This one actually reminds me of soap. Honestly, this one is a wax and it looks like soap. But yeah, regular bar of soap. I didn't really thought to do that. That's a good idea too. We might try that. Do we have any bar soaps? I might just have to buy a bar of soap and try that. We'll have to see. That could be fun, right? Which one works the best? That could be fun. Laura, I believe you. I'm not questioning you at all. I 100% believe you. I mean, it doesn't say it on the package, but that doesn't mean it's not true. So I 100% believe you that it is silicone or silicone based. And the package says better than wax. So that would tell me it's not wax. So I mean, it's completely plausible. And I want to give it a go. I want to try it out. So we are going to try it out. Not today, obviously, another time. But we're going to give it a go. We're going to try it out and see what works. Would lip balm work the same? It's wax based, isn't it? It is, Joyce, but I'm thinking that might not be a good idea, just because I think lip balms usually contain dyes and perfumes and stuff in them. And usually there's some other types of things that are for your skin. So I don't know that would really be the best idea. I mean, you could give it a go, you could try it, but I wouldn't necessarily try it on any final products. Maybe just like a testing piece to see if that would work. Laura, you are selling it. You're selling it to me, girl. Like, I'm really excited to give it a go. Yeah, I would really love to try it. We're going to try it. It's very expensive. I will say that. For people who are on a budget, it is like very, very expensive. But if it works the best, the best is the best. So I will definitely tell you what I think of it for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, we're gonna be trying it out. I don't know when. Soon. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna be back to a cross stitch project again. I'm not sure what I have in my schedule right now, but the next time we have our cross stitch on this channel, not for members only, we will definitely be trying these out, and we'll tell you. I'll tell you what I think. It's just my opinion. You guys are the ones working on it. I didn't even know these existed, so that's why I'm really excited. I have been using this one. I know I've said it a few times now, but I have been using this one, and I do notice a difference. I notice a difference just in hand sewing when I have used this. So, that, Terry says, Danny, do a video. But then I'd have to edit it. I'd much rather do it on a live stream. But maybe, who knows. Joyce says, oh no, I'm not going to try it. I was just curious. Well, that's okay, Joyce. You can live vicariously through me. That's okay. Yeah, I've used this one, and I really like it. But now I'm excited to try these other ones. I really am. I'm excited to try them, especially now that this one, I know this one's not a wax, and it's a silicone. That's even more exciting to me. It's something completely different. Marie says, I got the Thread Magic on Amazon. It was a 2-pack, and I thought it was reasonably priced. Well, maybe that's why, Marie. Because I didn't buy the 2-pack on purpose. I did see the 2-pack, and I didn't buy the 2-pack on purpose because I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. And I didn't want to have 2 of them. I guess I could have done them on to give away. I didn't think about that until just now. But I do know that this one was the most expensive out of the 3. I want to say it was like $10 or $11 for this one. Compared to, I think this one was $6 or $7. I bought them all on Amazon. This one was like $6 or $7, and then the 4-pack of this one was like $4. I think I could be wrong. I'll get these when we look at these again next time. Next time we do a cross stitch, when we look at them again, I will try and make sure that I have exact prices for you of what I paid for them. So then that way you guys have a little bit more of an informed decision, because that's all I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to influence your decision one way or the other. You do what works best for you, and just because it works good for me may or may not mean that it works best for you. I'm just trying to give you guys all the information that I have so that you can make your own decisions. That's all it is. And I truly appreciate the comments that you guys have been giving me about Thread Magic. So that actually is making me really excited to try it. And it would also explain why it was so much more expensive. I do know that it was more expensive, and those numbers might be off, so. For the Thread Magic? Okay. Maybe I caught the wrong seller, too. I'll look again before, like I said, when we do this next time, I'll look again and give you the exact prices, so don't quote me on any of that. But that's interesting, though. That's really interesting. I didn't even think about that. So. Well, folks, I think that's all we've got for today. We finished what we wanted to do today, which was finishing our lovely bear. I know he's kind of hard to see in this background. I'm going to have to change the background out in order to see him. But I love the fact that he holds my sign. I'm like, perfect. That's perfect. And then his arms don't look quite so crazy. He's sticking out like that when he's holding the sign. So love that. Love that. That actually worked out really well. So we finished our project for that. Don't worry though, if you guys missed this series or you want to see more of this series, don't you worry, because it will be back again in January, because we're going to be making a whole heck of a lot more. Now the next time you see it, we're going to be doing them kind of in bulk, and that's Terry why I wanted to know about the stabilizer, because I'm going to need quite a bit of it. We're going to be making them in bulk, so we're probably going to make 2 or 3 of them at a time. So that's going to be the exciting part about it. Tomorrow we have a members only live series starting at 7:30 p.m. Central Time for all of our members. We're not working on any projects specifically. We're just kind of hanging out. It's just your whips and UFOs, so go ahead and bring those. I will drop a link in our membership tab, or membership posting tab on the channel. I forget what it's called. A bulletin board, whatever you want to call it. It's on the channel. I will post a link to our Zoom call on that, so you are welcome to join me on Zoom if you'd like to. You do not have to. You can just join me in chat, or you can watch it another time. If you can't join at all, I completely understand. So make sure you do that. And then we will be back here next Friday, probably. Because I usually do the live stream on Thursdays, but I didn't do it on Thursday because Thursday is the holiday, so that's why I moved it to Friday. We will be doing our Swirling Leaves project on Friday. I don't know what time. I don't know. And then Sunday we'll be back for our Norfolk quilt, where we're going to be putting all the pieces together. That one will likely roll over to that Monday, so we'll be doing it for both days, so that'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget to head over to Katie's channel, Katie from Greenland Quilter. Make sure you head over to her channel later this afternoon. I will be meeting her over there for Peace of Mind Mending Pieces, which is a series we've been doing all year long. It's been a really great series. I've really enjoyed it, where we're talking about mental health and things that we can do as a community to support each other and help each other out with regards to that. So if that's a conversation you'd like to have or be interested in joining in on, make sure you head over there this afternoon. Otherwise, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else for you guys today. I'm trying to think, like, I'm going through the Rolodex here. Can you hear it turning? Like, I don't think I needed to tell them anything else. I don't know. I do know there's no thumbnail for tomorrow's live stream up there on the channel right now. There will be shortly. I will finish that just after the channel here. But otherwise, I think that is all I've got for you guys for today. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else. But anyway, friends, thank you so much for joining me this afternoon and for helping me with this amazing project. I'm so excited that we finished it today, of all days. We started it on the anniversary of my dad's passing, and now we're going to finish it the weekend of his birthday. And I think that's just really cool. So if you're looking to do that project on your own or at home, it was pattern number, I took it out, I put it back, 8155 by Simplicity. It's just a little teddy bear pattern. Very easy, very quick and easy pattern. Okay, directions were a little confusing at first, but you can absolutely go back and watch some of my live stream videos from the series. I have that all set up as a playlist on our channel, so you're welcome to go back and watch that. And of course, if you have questions, you're making this pattern yourself and you have questions, you're welcome to email me or leave a comment in any one of the videos, and I'll try and answer it as best I can. I am not an expert, as is the name of the channel, but I will try my best to help you as best as I can. But yeah. Yeah, Patty, thank you so much for throwing that up there. Terry, thank you so much for throwing that link up there. You are so amazing with those links. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys go give my moderators some love and go and follow them on their channels. Kathy of Kathy's Quilts and Crafts and Terry of So Terry. So thank you guys so much. Lucas was also here a little while ago. I'm not sure if he's still here. He does not have his own channel, but that's okay because that boy is busy. So thank you, Lucas, as well. Thank you, Joyce, for the lovely super chat this earlier today. I really appreciate that. That will definitely help out the channel here back. It will go back to the channel and help with new future projects. So I really appreciate that. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today. Hopefully, I will see you over on Katie's channel later. If not, I will see you next week, Friday, after you guys are all done with your shopping. It'll probably be in the afternoon. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye for now.